And let's look at what the Asian markets are doing. US market surely ended on that positive note, and Asian markets are taking cues from there. Look at the Taiwan index managing to hold on to gains of 3.37%. Hang Seng is holding on to gains of 0.5% as well. So good opening that's coming even for the Asian markets. ASX 200. Nikkei, that's the Japanese index, is holding on to gains of more than 3.5% as well. Shanghai, good gains on that front as well. So obviously what we saw coming in, especially on those AI-related stocks, Nvidia, earnings that came in that beat the street estimate, is keeping the Asian markets on the positive side as well. All the chip makers in the Asian markets are also managing to hold on to very good gains. And that's the cue coming in for our Indian market. 75-point uptick today for the Indian markets as well. That is what we'll be keeping an eye out on. 79 now, so keep an eye out on the Nifty as well. Nifty implied open, 79-point uptick. But like I said, a lot that's happened in the global market as well. So we'll get you set up for today's trading session. And for that, we have a team of research, as always, joining in with us for that. Before I go to Sudha and Upasana, let me actually tell you all what are the important market cues that came in overnight. US market, like I said, right, major indices, they rebounded. There were multi-day fall that came in for this, and now we saw that rebound coming in. S&P 500 snapped that 4-day losing streak, and obviously Nvidia stock, when you look at that, that was running up in the extended trading hours that the markets had in the US, and obviously that was because of the good set of numbers, validating that those investment AI bubble concerns doesn't seem like it's a major concern, and that's why the run up in Nvidia as well as the other AI related stocks as well. US stock futures as of now are surging in trade as well. Other key data points that came in the US market was the Fed's minute. That was an important update there, so we'll watch out for that, indicating that maybe there may not be a further rate cut in 2025. So that will be a key data point to watch out for going forward as well. FIIs on the domestic front are buyers, 1,581 crore buy coming in from FII. DI has also continued to see their buying on that front as well, 1,360 crores. Today we'll watch out for a listing, which is Fujiyama Power Systems. The IPO was subscribed around 2.14 times, so that will be important to watch out for. Cues for today on the global front, obviously we'll watch out for UK EU CPI data point, as well as in the US later today, that jobs data, the delayed jobs data that is coming in, will be key to watch out for. UK inflation data point that came in 3.6%, cooled off to 3.6% in October. That is something that we'll be keeping an eye out on. And other than that, Piyush Goyal is visiting Israel. There'll be trade talks on that front, technology, investment talks on that front. So any update on that will be key to watch out for. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, pre-budget consultations are starting with industries. So that is also something that we'll be keeping an eye out on. Stock specific, keep an eye out on textile stocks. Target has actually cut the profit outlook for given them subdued demand that they were seeing. So that is what they'll be keeping an eye out on. IT stocks because of Nvidia earnings, and Infosys obviously share buyback that is opening today and will close on 26th of November will be key to watch out for. Nifty yesterday 26,000, that psychological market closed about that. Today implied open is indicating surely a strong start. 75-point uptick is what we'll watch out for as of now in the market, where the 26,000 sustains. But let's move on to some stock specific action now and go across to Upasana for that. Good morning, Upasana.
Good morning, Vinny. First up, let me start with Adani Enterprises. It has received LOI for acquisition of Jaiprakash Associates after the COC approval. Next up is Info Edge. Chintan Thakkar ceases to be the whole-time director and CFO of the company with effect from 19th of November. And Ambrish Raghuvanshi takes over as the interim CFO with effect from 20th November 2025. Next up is NBCC. The company gets an order worth 2,966 crores from Nagpur Metropolitan Authority. Next up is CG Power on our radar. The company gets a tax demand worth 365 crores from the IT department for the assessment year 2018 and 19. Next up is MediAssist Healthcare. The arm experiences cybersecurity incident affecting some of its system and services is what the company has indicated. Godavari Power Spat is the next one on our radar. It has invested 125 crore in the arm Godavari New Energy to set up an energy storage system plant, which is as big as 10 gigawatt. Next up is Capri Global. The company has formed a wholly owned subsidiary, that is Capri Global Insurance Broker Private Limited, as the company forays into insurance broking business. Next up is NTPC Green. The company has entered into a MOU with Singarneri Coloniers for development of various projects is what the company has indicated. Next up is Mahindra Holidays and Resorts, as the company enters into leisure mobility new line of business. And lastly, Samman Capital was a stock on our radar yesterday's trading session as well. The company says that the litigation in Supreme Court relates to a former chairman that has been repaid, and now the key that is that the IHC investment deal is under the renewed scrutiny, so we'll be keeping an eye out on that as well. So all in all, we are closely tracking all these stocks today.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Upasna. But let's go across to Sudarshan now, who is here to tell us what to watch out for in the world of F&O. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Good morning, Vinny. So it was a good day of trade and we saw a huge recovery after opening yesterday and comfortably closed above 26,000. So now one hurdle is 26,100, but today GIFT Nifty is indicating that we are going to open above that, and if we manage to close comfortably above 26,100, the door opens for 26,300 and 26,500. One minor risk, I would say, is that FIs remain heavily shorted, and the recent buying or recent uptick that we have seen in market has been mainly on the back of the big buying that we have seen in DIs. But good part also here is that at least selling by FIs has stopped. Yesterday also in the index futures, we have seen FIs buying more than rupees 200 crore in the as far as positioning is concerned. We have seen a minor decrease in the long side, but at the same time, also we have seen that they have reduced short positions by around 1,200 contracts, and their longs exposure remains around 12%. As far as options data is concerned, 26,300 on the call side has seen an increase in the open interest. There was an increase of more than 19 lakh shares. Also, good part is that premium for that call option has moved higher. In the contrary, on the put side, premium for both 25,900 and 25,800 put options has fallen. So for now, support for Nifty remains in the range of 25,800 to 25,900. First resistance 26,100, but will open above that. The next resistance comes around 26,300. For Nifty Bank support, bigger support is 58,200. It's trading near record high, so obviously resistance will keep moving higher. Lastly, stocks in the focus, two stocks are in the band. SAIL and Samman Capital has entered into the band, and apart from this, some of the candidates, likely fresh long candidates, are Samudra Motherson, Kalyan Jewelers, and from IT stocks, Emphasis.
Okay, Sudarshan, thank you so much for that, keeping an eye out on all the stocks in the world of F&O.